Alright peeps, Friday with Q and Joey Blowfish down at the Saturday Morning Garage. And we spent the last 3 days fitting everything up here, and we're still working on it. We've got the whole nose pretty much on the car. And as you know, even from the factory, these cars didn't have the best gaps. And what we're striving for on this car is a perfect 3/16 inch gap anywhere on the car. So you'll be able to take a 3/16 inch spacer in any gap and fit it right in, and everything will be perfect. So we have the doors pretty much roughed in. There's not much we can really do with it. We've got a pretty decent gap back here. Not too bad. And everything is going to kind of work off of that. We've got the fender not too bad. And that means that you have to install everything. And now's the time to do it. So if you have an issue, you can fix it before the car's painted. And what we did here with the radiator support and the aprons, to give ourselves leeway if we have to move them, we just used some sheet metal screws. Right there, down there, and that helps us hold everything together and gives us an index mark for when we take it apart. So we got everything pretty nice. It's looking real sharp, and I'm going to show you a technique that we're going to be using on this car to get those perfect gaps, because no matter what you do, you're never going to get a perfect gap all the way around the car, and there's only one way to make that happen. And I'm going to show you how we make that happen. Alright guys, so like I was saying before, you know, we have decent gaps all the way around, but they're not perfect. And to get them perfect, what it's going to require, like if you see here, okay, we're pretty much good down here. Some spots you're going to have to grind back a little bit. And then up here where we have this gap, there's nothing I can really do about this. I've got this the best that I could. I might be able to tweak it a little more. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some welding rod, and we're actually going to weld that on to the edge of the door. And by doing that, it's going to make a perfect gap. It'll give us material that we can either, grind it in a little bit, bring it out a little bit. They make these in different sizes, and so we're just going to heat this up, form it to the edge of the door, and we're going to do that on all the body panels, wherever we need to get that perfect gap. And the other thing that is really important is you want the car sitting on the suspension to do all your panel alignment. It's really the best way. I mean, you can do it with the car on a dolly, but this way here, the car is sitting the way it's going to sit, and it's just a better way to do it. So that's what we're in the process of doing, peeps, and it's a lot of work. We've probably taken these fenders on and off about a half dozen times. They're probably going to come on and off another 3 or 4 times. And there's just no other way to do it. You just gotta put stuff on, move stuff around. It's very, very time consuming.